Apply for a replacement passport.
Hey, I think I've lost my passport.
Oh no. Have you checked all your bags and pockets again?
Yeah, I've looked everywhere. I'm really starting to panic because I have a flight next week.
That's so stressful. The first thing you'll need to do is report it as lost, either through the passport website or in person.
Do I need to go to the police or anything?
Usually, you don't need to report it to the police unless you think it was stolen. Just make sure to report it to the passport authorities.
Got it. So, what's the next step to get a new passport?
You'll need to fill out a DS-11 form to apply for a replacement. Since it's a lost passport, you have to go to an official passport acceptance facility like a post office or a courthouse.
So, I can't just do it all online?
Right, you can fill out the DS-11 form online, but you still need to submit it in person at a passport acceptance facility.
Okay, that makes sense. What documents will I need?
You'll need proof of U.S. citizenship, like a birth certificate or a copy of your old passport if you have it. You'll also need a passport-sized photo.
I don't have a copy of my old passport, but I do have my birth certificate. Is that okay?
Yes, that works. And make sure to get a passport photo. You can get them at places like CVS, Walgreens, or even at the post office.
Got it. How long does it take to get a new passport?
If you're applying for a regular passport, it usually takes 6 to 8 weeks. But if you need it sooner, you can pay for expedited processing.
How much faster is expedited processing?
It takes about 2 to 3 weeks with expedited processing, but it costs an additional $60.
I really need it fast, so I'll pay for expedited. Do I need to pay extra if it's lost?
No, there's no additional fee for the lost passport itself, just the standard application fee and the expedited fee if you choose that.
Okay, good. Do I need an appointment to submit my documents?
Yes, it's a good idea to make an appointment at the passport acceptance facility. You can schedule one at the post office online.
I'll do that. Can I pay for everything online?
Yes, you can pay for your passport application online when you fill out the DS-11 form. Then, when you submit it in person, they'll confirm your payment.
Great. Is there anything else I should know?
Just make sure you have all your documents ready when you go in. It'll make the process go faster. Also, don't forget to ask about tracking your passport once it's in the system.
Thanks for all the info. I feel a lot better now.
No problem. Just take it step by step, and you'll be fine. You'll get it in time for your trip.
I hope so. I'll start the process today. Thanks again.
Anytime. Good luck.
On the plane.
Hi. Excuse me. Could I ask you a few questions about the flight?
Of course. What can I help you with?
Do you know how much longer we'll be in the air?
Sure, let me check for you. Looks like we've got about 3 hours left until we land.
All right, thank you. Are we still on schedule?
Yes, so far everything's running right on time.
Perfect. Do you know when the next meal service is?
We'll be serving a meal in about an hour. Can I get you something in the meantime?
Actually, that would be nice. Maybe just a snack?
Absolutely. We have pretzels, cookies, or some mixed nuts. What would you like?
I'll go with the mixed nuts, please. Thanks.
You got it. And anything to drink with that?
Just a coffee, if that's okay.
Sure thing. Here's your coffee and the mixed nuts. Is there anything else you need?
This is perfect, thanks. By the way, do you know if we'll be flying through any rough patches?
The captain mentioned there might be a few light bumps, but it shouldn't be anything major.
Good to know. Do we have an estimated arrival time?
Yes, if everything stays on track. We should be landing around 5:30 p.m. local time.
Awesome, that works out well. And when do we start descending?
Usually about 30 minutes before landing, so you can expect us to start in roughly 2.5 hours.
Great, I'll keep an eye on the time. And do we go through customs right after landing?
That's right. Once you're off the plane, just follow the signs to customs and immigration.
All right, thanks for the heads up. Will we need to fill out any forms?
If you're not a U.S. citizen, you might need a customs form. We can hand those out before landing if you need one.
I'm a citizen, so I think I'm good, but thanks for checking.
No problem at all. Just let me know if you think of anything else.
Actually, one last thing, do you know if we'll be able to see the city on our approach?
If the skies are clear, you might get a great view. Just watch out the left side of the plane as we get close.
I'll definitely keep an eye out. Thanks again for all the info.
My pleasure. Just give me a wave if you need anything else during the flight. Enjoy the rest of your trip.
Emergency medical treatment and insurance.
I'm a bit confused about what to do in case of a medical emergency here in the US.
Well, first, if it's a really serious and urgent situation like a heart attack or something, call 911 right away.
Okay. What if I'm not sure if it's that serious?
You can still call 911. The emergency responders will assess the situation when they get there.
Do I need to have my insurance information ready when they come?
It's better to have it. They'll usually ask for it at the hospital later anyway.
How does the insurance work in an emergency?
If you have travel insurance or regular health insurance, it depends on your policy. Some cover the whole cost, some have a deductible.
What's a deductible?
It's the amount you have to pay out of pocket before the insurance starts covering the rest.
Oh, I see. So, when the ambulance comes, do I have to pay them right away?
No, the ambulance company will bill your insurance. But if you don't have insurance, you'll get a bill later.
What if I end up at the hospital?
The hospital will also bill your insurance. They'll usually ask for your insurance card at the admission desk.
What if I don't have my card with me?
You can try to give them the information over the phone. They'll still treat you in an emergency.
Okay. What about follow-up care?
If your doctor at the hospital recommends follow-up, your insurance might cover it depending on the plan.
Do I need a referral from the emergency doctor?
Sometimes. It depends on your insurance requirements.
What if the hospital I'm taken to isn't in network for my insurance?
You might have to pay more. Some insurances have out-of-network benefits, but they're usually limited.
How can I find out if a hospital is in network?
You can call your insurance company or check their website.
What if I can't afford the medical bills?
There are some options. You can talk to the hospital's financial department. They might have payment plans or be able to help you apply for financial assistance.
Thanks. This is really helpful.
No problem. It's always good to know this stuff, especially when you're in a foreign country.
Street culture.
So, what do you think of American street culture? You've only been here a few days, right?
Yeah, and I'm loving it. There's creativity everywhere. Those murals on the walls are amazing.
Oh, totally. A lot of those are done by local artists. Each one has its own story.
I can tell. The colors, the style. It's so unique. It feels like each street has its own personality.
Exactly. And every city has its own vibe. Like, LA has a ton of influence from hip hop culture.
That makes sense. I went to this little underground graffiti exhibit yesterday, and everything was hip-hop inspired.
Nice. Graffiti is such a big part of it. It's like an art form, but also a statement, you know?
Absolutely. It's not just art, it's an attitude. I heard some artists even tackle social issues through their work.
Yup, that's what makes it so powerful. A lot of it speaks to issues like inequality or freedom.
Wow, it's deeper than I thought. Besides graffiti, what else would you say is part of street culture here?
Oh, lots. There's street music, skateboarding, those random dance performances you see. There's always something going on.
Street music, yes. Last night, I saw this guy with a guitar in the park. The whole vibe was so cool.
Yeah, street musicians are everywhere, especially in busy areas. And some of them are really talented. You might be hearing the next big star.
That's awesome. So, I could be listening to someone who's going to blow up in a few years.
Exactly. And the music styles are all over the place too. You get hip hop, blues, jazz, everything.
Jazz. There's this corner cafe I found that's playing jazz nonstop. It fits right in with the street vibe.
Oh, yeah. Those little vintage spots really add to the atmosphere. It's like the perfect blend with the street art.
American street culture is so diverse. It feels like it brings together so many different backgrounds.
That's what makes it so special. It's got this openness to it. Anyone can be a part of it.
That's awesome. I heard some cities also have a big skateboarding culture. Is that true?
Oh, absolutely. Especially here in California. You see skateboarders everywhere, and some of them are insanely good.
I've never tried it, but I feel like I'd fall on my face every time.
Haha, yeah, it takes practice. But skating is a huge part of street culture. It's a whole lifestyle for some people.
I can see that. Street culture here feels so alive, like there's always something creative around every corner.
For sure. Every block's got a story to tell. It's like American street culture is this constantly changing city canvas.
St. Patrick's Day.
Hey, are you going to this St. Patrick's Day parade this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Are you coming?
Of course. I've been looking forward to it for weeks. Are you wearing green?
You bet. I got this awesome shamrock shirt. I'm not taking any chances, you know?
Ha, same here. I'm wearing a green hoodie and some funky socks. Gotta show some spirit.
That's the spirit. Are you planning on hitting up any bars afterward?
Oh, definitely. The Irish pubs around here are always packed. Last year, we went to McSorley's and it was wild.
McSorley's, that's the one. I love that place. The beer there is so good. What time are you thinking?
I was thinking around 2 p.m., right after the parade. It'll probably be pretty crazy by then, but that's half the fun.
Sounds perfect. Do you think we'll be able to get a table anywhere?
I don't know. We might have to wait a bit, but it's worth it. There's usually live music and people are always in a good mood.
I've heard that the parade route is insane. How early do we need to get there to get a good spot?
Honestly, It's best to show up early, like by 9 a.m. People start lining up way before the parade even starts at 11.
Wow, that's early. I guess I'll have to skip breakfast to get a good view. Huh?
Pretty much. But hey, there are food trucks everywhere once the parade starts. You can grab a snack on the go.
I'll take that as a win. Do you know if they're still handing out free drinks at the bars after the parade?
Oh, totally. Some bars give out free shots of whiskey or beer to the first 100 people, especially if you're wearing something green.
That's awesome. I should definitely wear my green hat then. It'll get me some attention.
Absolutely. And hey, don't forget to bring cash. The lines get long and cards don't always work in those crowded bars.
Good point. I'll make sure to have some cash on hand. And I'm assuming the crowd will be pretty wild?
Oh, for sure. It's like a mix of tourists, locals, and party people all crammed into one spot. Just be prepared to move around a lot.
Sounds like a blast. Are we gonna stick together? Or should we just meet up at the bar?
I think we should stick together, especially with the crowds. But if we get separated, just text me, and we'll find each other at McSorley's.
Good idea. And hey, do you think we'll see any crazy costumes this year?
Oh, definitely. There's always someone in a ridiculous leprechaun outfit or even a full-on green suit. It's part of the fun.
I love how everyone just goes all out. Makes the whole day feel special, you know?
Exactly. There's just something about being part of the crowd, celebrating with strangers, and all of us sharing the same excitement.
I'm so pumped. This year's gonna be amazing.
No doubt. Let's make sure we take lots of pictures. It's a memory you'll want to look back on.
For sure. Let's get ready for an unforgettable day.
Handle car rental procedures.
Hi, I'm here to pick up my rental car. I have a reservation under the name Emily Roberts.
Great, Emily. Let me pull up your reservation. Okay, I've got it here. You booked a mid-size SUV for the next 3 days, right?
That's right. I'm planning a road trip up the coast.
Sounds awesome. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Let me just confirm a few details with you. You have a valid driver's license and a credit card, correct?
Yep, I've got both right here.
Perfect. And just to double check, you're 25 or older.
Yep, I'm 30.
Awesome. All right, here's the basic rental agreement. The SUV is $70 a day, and you've got the car for 3 days. That comes to $210 plus tax.
Sounds good. Do you offer any insurance options?
We do. We offer 2 types. A basic coverage that includes damage and theft protection, or a full coverage package that adds roadside assistance and a lower deductible. It's up to you.
I think I'll go with the basic coverage. I have my own car insurance that covers most of the rest.
Got it. No problem. So, your total for the rental is $210 plus $30 for the basic coverage. Your total comes to $240.
Great. I'll pay with my credit card.
Perfect. If you could just swipe your card here, we'll be all set.
Done. Do I need to return the car with a full tank of gas?
Yes, please. We provide the car with a full tank, and we ask that you return it the same way. If not, there's a refueling charge.
Got it. What about the mileage? Is there a limit?
Nope, no mileage limits. You can drive as much as you like, but just make sure to return the car on time. You've got it until 4 p.m. on the day you're dropping it off.
That's perfect. Do I need to add an extra driver?
If anyone else will be driving, you'll need to add them. It's $10 per day for an additional driver.
Actually, my friend's going to drive a little. Let's add her.
Great. I just need to see her driver's license.
Here you go.
Awesome. Thanks. I've added her to the rental agreement. You're all set for the extra driver.
Great. Is there anything else I should know about the car?
Just a couple of things. It's got a backup camera, Bluetooth, and satellite radio. Oh, and there's a phone mount for hands-free calls.
Oh, that's perfect. I love the satellite radio. Does it come with a GPS?
The car doesn't have built-in GPS, but you can use your phone for navigation. If you need a GPS unit, we can rent one for $10 a day.
No need. I've got my phone with Google Maps.
Great. You're all set. Just make sure to take a quick walk around the car and check for any damage. If you see anything, let us know before you drive off.
Will do. Thanks so much for your help.
You're welcome. Have a fantastic trip, and feel free to give us a call if you need anything.
Will do. Thanks again.
Visit the Statue of Liberty.
Wow, it's way bigger than I thought.
I know, right? You can't really tell how huge it is until you're standing right here.
How tall is she anyway?
She's about 305 feet tall, including the pedestal. That's taller than a 30-story building.
Whoa, that's huge. So what does she represent?
She's a symbol of freedom and democracy. France gave her to the U.S. back in 1886 to celebrate America's 100th birthday.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't realize she was a gift. I always thought it was just an iconic statue.
Yeah, and the torch in her hand represents enlightenment, while the tablet she's holding is engraved with the date of the U.S. Declaration of Independence.
I love how it's not just art, but something with real meaning behind it. What about the broken chains at her feet?
The broken chains symbolize freedom from oppression. It's about breaking free from tyranny.
That's pretty powerful. How long did it take to build?
The design was finalized in 1875, but it took about 9 years to actually build. The statue was made in France and then shipped here in pieces.
That sounds like a major project. How did they get it all the way over here?
Yeah, they had to disassemble it and ship it in over 300 pieces. Once it arrived, they put it all back together on Liberty Island.
That's insane. So how do people usually get here?
Most people take the ferry from Battery Park in Manhattan. It's the best way to see the statue up close.
Is there a lot to do on Liberty Island besides the statue?
Yeah, there's a museum that explains the history of the statue, the people who built it, and its significance. It's really interesting.
I didn't know that. I should check it out. Do you need to buy tickets for the ferry?
Yup, you can buy them right here at the dock. They also give you access to the museum and the pedestal.
What's the pedestal like? Can you go inside?
Totally. You can climb up to the pedestal for a great view. But if you want to go all the way up to the crown, you have to book tickets ahead of time.
The crown, huh? How many steps is that?
It's 354 steps to the top. Definitely a workout, but the view's totally worth it.
Wow, that's a lot of stairs. I'm not sure I'm up for that today, but maybe next time.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. But the view of Manhattan and the harbor is incredible from up there.
Sounds amazing. I'll have to plan for it next time. Do you need to reserve tickets for the ferry in advance?
No, you can buy them here, but if you're visiting in peak season, it's a good idea to get them early to avoid long lines.
Good tip. I guess it gets crowded, huh?
Yeah, especially in the summer. But even with the crowds, it's totally worth it. There's just something special about seeing the statue in person.
I agree. It's more meaningful when you're standing right here looking at it.
Exactly. It really makes you appreciate the history behind it. I'm glad we came.
Me too. It's one of those iconic landmarks that you have to see at least once.
For sure. And every time you come back, you notice something new.
Discuss hamburger shops.
Have you tried that new burger place on Main Street?
Oh, yeah. I went last weekend. The burgers, they're insane.
Really? What's so good about them?
Well, the patties are huge, and everything's made fresh. I had this burger with spicy mayo and crispy onions. It was perfect.
That sounds amazing. I'm always down for a good burger. Do they have anything for vegetarians?
They do. They've got a really solid veggie burger made with black beans. It's not your average bland patty. It actually tastes like something.
Oh, nice. I'm picky about veggie burgers. What about fries?
Oh, the fries are killer. Crispy, seasoned just right. They've got this seasoning mix that's got a little kick to it.
Now you've got me craving fries. Do they have any dipping sauces?
Yep, they've got all kinds: ketchup, spicy ranch, garlic aioli. I went with the garlic aioli. It's to die for.
Garlic aioli? I'm in. What about drinks?
They've got your usual sodas, but they also have craft sodas like ginger ale and this really good root beer.
Root beer here. That's a nice change. Did you get a milkshake?
Of course. I had the chocolate one, but they have seasonal flavors like pumpkin spice or strawberry.
Pumpkin spice? That sounds like a fall dream. How's the vibe there?
Super chill. You can just hang out, grab your food, or take it to go. The walls are covered in cool art, and they've got some laid-back music playing.
That sounds like the perfect spot for lunch. What's the price like?
It's actually pretty affordable. You can get a burger, fries, and a drink for around $10 or $12.
That's a good deal for fresh food. Do they do combos?
Yeah, you can get a burger, fries, and a drink as a combo and save a little money.
Nice, I love a good combo deal. How does it compare to other burger places around here?
Honestly, it's way better. The burgers are fresher, and the flavors are way more unique than the usual places.
I'm sold. I've been craving something new anyway. Think I'll try it this weekend.
You won't regret it. Let me know what you think after.
For sure, I'll text you. Thanks for the recommendation.
Anytime. Hope you love it.
Visit Harvard University.
Hi, thanks for showing me around. This place is amazing.
Of course. It's always fun to show people Harvard. Is this your first time here?
Yeah, it is. I've always wanted to visit. Campus feels so historic.
Totally. Harvard's almost 400 years old, so there's a lot of history here. Do you want to see anything specific?
I'd love to check out the libraries. I've heard Widener is incredible.
Oh, definitely. Widener Library is iconic. It has over 3 million books, and the architecture is beautiful. Want to head over there?
Yes, please. So, do most students study there?
A lot do, yeah. But we also have tons of other study spaces around campus. Widener's just the most famous one.
Got it. I noticed the buildings here look so different from each other. Is that on purpose?
Yes. Harvard's architecture reflects different periods in history. You've got everything from colonial to modern styles.
That's really cool. And what about those statues? I saw a statue that everyone was rubbing. What's that about?
That's the John Harvard statue, also called the Statue of Three Lies. People rub his foot for good luck.
3 lies. What does that mean?
Well, first, it's not actually John Harvard. It's just a random guy. Second, John Harvard didn't found Harvard. And third, the date on the statue is wrong.
No way. So it's just all wrong?
Pretty much. But it's tradition and everyone loves it. Want to give his foot a rub for luck?
Definitely. So, what's student life like here? Is it all about studying?
We study a lot, but there's more to it. There are hundreds of clubs, sports, and events. Harvard students stay busy.
That sounds intense but fun. Do you get to take classes outside your major?
Absolutely. Harvard's big on a liberal arts education, so you're encouraged to explore different subjects.
That's awesome. I bet that makes things more interesting. Do you have a favorite class?
Probably my psychology class. The professor is amazing, and we get to discuss a lot of fascinating topics.
Sounds like there are some incredible professors here.
Oh, for sure. Some professors are even famous in their fields. You can learn from Nobel laureates, Pulitzer Prize winners, you name it.
Wow. I can't even imagine. Do students actually get to talk to them?
Yes, they do. Professors here are usually approachable. They hold office hours so students can ask questions or just chat.
That's amazing. I'd be so nervous. By the way, is there anywhere on campus that's especially popular to hang out?
Definitely. Harvard Yard is a favorite. It's like the center of campus life, and you'll always see students hanging out there.
I can see why. This place feels like it has so much character. Is there anything you'd recommend I don't miss?
Don't miss the Harvard Art Museums if you have time. They're really impressive, and they're open to the public.
Good tip. I think I'll check that out. Thanks so much for the tour. This was incredible.
Anytime. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Outlets.
Hey, have you checked out that new outlet mall out by the highway?
Oh, yeah, I went there last weekend. It's huge, right?
It really is. I was surprised by how many stores they have. What did you think of it?
Honestly, I was impressed. The selection is great and the prices are pretty good too. I got a couple of things for a steal.
Nice. What kind of stores do they have? I heard they've got a lot of brand names.
Oh yeah, tons of brands. There's Nike, Coach, Michael Kors, and even a few luxury spots like Prada and Gucci.
Wait, Prada and Gucci? That's crazy for an outlet mall. Did you check them out?
Yeah, I peeked inside. It's still pricey, but I guess it's a better deal than full-price stores. I couldn't resist trying on a few things.
I get that. I've always wanted a Coach bag. Are there any good sales going on?
Definitely. Coach had some really nice bags for 40% off. I almost grabbed one, but I ended up getting shoes instead.
Shoes, huh? What did you get?
I found these really comfy sneakers from Adidas. They were marked down from $80 to $45. I couldn't pass that up.
That's a steal. I need new shoes too. Do they have a good food court?
Yeah, it's not huge, but they've got a few decent options. I grabbed a smoothie and some pretzels. The pretzels were bomb.
I love a good pretzel. Was it crowded when you went?
A little bit, but not too bad. It's still new, so I think it's busier on weekends. I'm planning to go again during the week to avoid the crowds.
That's a smart idea. How's the parking situation? I've heard it's kind of packed at times.
Yeah, parking's a bit of a hassle, especially on weekends. I had to park in the overflow lot, but it wasn't too bad. Just a short walk to the entrance.
Sounds like it's worth it, though. Did you go to any of the food trucks outside?
Oh, I almost forgot about those. They have a couple of food trucks parked outside with some really good street food. I had tacos from one of them and it was delicious.
Tacos. Now I'm sold. What kind of food do they have?
There's tacos, burgers, and some Asian fusion stuff. Honestly, everything smells so good. It's perfect if you need a snack after all that shopping.
I love that they have food trucks. It makes it feel more like an experience. Did you end up getting anything else?
I did. I grabbed a jacket from the North Face store. It was on sale for 60% off. Couldn't resist.
Oh, nice. That's such a good deal. Do you think it's worth making the trip if you're just going for one store?
Honestly, I'd say yes. Even if you just go for a few stores, the deals are great. Plus, it's fun to just walk around and see what's new.
I've been meaning to go. Now I'm definitely going this weekend. Do they have any special events?
They actually do. They've got a fashion show next month, and some brands are doing special promotions. You should check it out.
I'll look into that. I'm excited to go now.
No problem. Let me know what you pick up. I'm sure you'll find some good stuff.
That's all for today's practice. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the little bell. See you in the next video.